Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification. That'll tell you every time I make a new video. Alright, today we're going to talk about key management. I made a video on this a long time ago, but I don't really think it turned out that good. I just watched it the other day and I thought, man, I need to remake that. So, you need to save all of your keys. And I'm going to explain to you why, especially silver. I mean, if you want to spend your gold keys and your bronze keys, that's cool. You know, go ahead, waste them all. But silver is very, very important to save. And I'll tell you why I save my bronze keys and my gold keys. But you need to save the silver keys. That is a must. All right. First off, most crews that are good have about a 700,000 respect point per season minimum, and that's very hard to get if you don't have the Prestige Cup car. The Prestige Cup car costs silver keys. All right. The game roughly gives out around 500 silver keys per season. That's if you do all the little races every season that give out keys and you do enough live racing to win some silver keys. You can usually get around 500 per season. It takes about 750 silver keys per season to guarantee that you get the Prestige Cup car. Sometimes you might only have to spend 50 or 100 keys, but there are some seasons where it's going to take you all 15 pulls to get that Prestige Cup car. Now, the Prestige Cup itself gives out about, I think, 300,000 respect points, plus there's a bunch of other little races all over the map that give out respect points that require the Prestige Cup car each season. So having that Prestige Cup car will give you a lot of extra respect points. You can usually earn 700 to 800,000 without live racing once if you have the Prestige Cup car. Most good crews have around a 700,000 minimum or more. All right. So you want to make sure you get that Prestige Cup car every season. So what I did is I saved. I didn't spend any silver keys at all for a few seasons until I had like 2,000 saved up. All right, my first crew I joined is still the crew that I'm in now, but we didn't really have much of a minimum when I first joined. It was just a very small crew. All right, so I saved for like 3 seasons, maybe even 4 seasons. I don't remember. I didn't spend any silver keys at all for a couple seasons, and next thing I know, I had like 2,000. And then I started trying to get the Prestige Cup car every season. And as soon as I would get one, I would stop. All right, first off, if I spend some silver keys right now, I'm probably going to get a 1-star Mini Cooper, maybe a 2-star this or a 3-star that. It's very rare you get a nice car off of the silver keys. So I always wait till the 10x chance is up for the Prestige Cup car every season. I try and get the Prestige Cup car, and as soon as I get one, I stop spending my silver keys until the next season's Prestige Cup car comes out. And that's how I have so many. All right, I suggest you do the same thing or you're going to struggle because the game gives out around 500 silver keys every season and it can take up to 750 to get that Prestige Cup car. And say you run out, say you got the 500 keys and you pull all of those, you're like, oh crap, I'm out of keys. You're going to have to spend about $15 to get the rest of the keys to get that Prestige Cup car. And that's if you got the 500, all right? You got every day. I usually I try and win 15 live races every day, and that gives me about 10 silver keys every single day. Plus, I try and do all of the little races all over the map that give them out, and like I said, that's about 500 silver keys per season. Bottom line is, those silver keys can earn you a lot of respect points, so you need to make sure you save as many as possible so you can guarantee yourself to get the car. As soon as you get one, stop pulling. Stop pulling the silver keys because you're just probably going to continue to get lousy cars. Don't waste those things. Pretend those are like precious. Like in real life, you want to save as much money as possible, right? You don't want to blow it to get like junk, do you? Probably not, all right? Save those silver keys as much as you possibly can. So bottom line is don't save up as many as you can. Don't spend any. Just save. And once you get enough saved up, only use your silver keys to try and get the Prestige Cup car. And as soon as you get one, stop. That's the best advice I can give you. All right. Now we're going to talk about the bronze keys. Personally, I don't spend any of my bronze keys until I have at least 20,000 saved up. And I wait for like either a really awesome Prestige Cup car, or if I really love the milestone prize car that my crew wins, because there's going to be crates for those cars. Like if you win one of those cars, there's always going to be crates available for it where you can use your bronze keys. And with about 20,000 bronze keys, you're going to be able to get most of or all of the stage 6 parts for a car. And probably a good majority of the fusions. 20,000 bronze keys probably won't get you all of the fusions, but it will get you a lot of them, plus at least most of the stage 6 parts. And that's going to make that car fast enough to do pretty well with it for whatever you want it to do. Alright, so that's what I do with my bronze keys. I don't just sit here and open crates. I used to, but I stopped opening crates, like the regular crates like this, because usually it just gives me a bunch of green fusion parts, maybe a couple things of cash. A lot of stuff that doesn't really help me out too much. So I save those until there's a car that I own and there's a crate available for it, and then I just spend those bronze keys to get parts for that car. Now you can do whatever you want with them, but that's my recommendation. I've maxed out many very nice cars like that. Alright, for example, this Copo Camaro right here. This is one of the faster cars in the game. I saved up around 32,000 keys, and we won this as a milestone prize car. And of course, there were crates for it since it was a milestone prize car. So I dumped all of my bronze keys into this thing, and I was lucky enough to get all of the parts for it. I completely maxed this car out for around 32,000 bronze keys, if I remember correctly. It might have been around 40,000. But anyways, this car runs a 7.217, one of the faster cars in the game. Alright, I was able to max this out because I saved up all of my bronze keys. Now, it may take several months to save up all those bronze keys, but once you get a car that you really want to upgrade and you have the bronze keys, it's pretty awesome. Now, this one was kind of a mistake, but I did the same thing with this one. I spent 40,000 bronze keys on this guy, ended up hating the car overall, but I was able to max this one out. Same thing with this guy. I think I was able to get all but one stage 6 part with around 18,000 keys on this one. And eventually I ended up getting the stage 6 part I was missing like a few months later. Alright, so those are just a couple of the cars that I've maxed out by saving up my keys. I'm sure there's more, but I don't really need to get into all that. But with my bronze keys, I've been able to max out several really nice cars when there was crates available. But you need to save at least 20,000 before you do that. If you have less than 20,000, you're probably not going to get as many parts as you would like. But you save around 20,000 bronze keys, you should be able to easily get all of or almost all of the stage 6 parts in the majority of the fusions. Alright, so that's what I do with my bronze keys. You can blow your bronze keys on the regular crates if you want. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer to try and max out some really nice cars when I get one. Alright, so that's what I do with my bronze. Alright, so now we're going to talk about gold keys. Now, I think the game only gives out about 10 gold keys per month, which means you get about one try to win a car with gold keys. Every time I spend my gold keys, you know what I get? I get a car with 3 stars that I already own, and it's not even a nice car. It's one of the crappier cars in the game. I don't think I've one time gotten a good pull from gold keys. Now, every once in a while, every season, there's usually something that comes up with like a 10x chance or a 20x chance for gold keys. And it's got like a 7 or a 10 pull loyalty reward. So I've saved up 100 gold keys, which took a really long time. But next time there's a really awesome car available for gold keys when there's the 10 pull loyalty, well, I've got enough to make 10 pulls. So I'm guaranteed to get that really awesome car. So I'm going to wait for something that I'm waiting for like a 7-second car or a 6.9 second car to show up on here. Is that ever going to happen? I don't know, but that's what I'm doing with my gold keys. Or if you want, you can just, every time you get 10, you can just click the button, spend your 10 keys, and hope you get something nice. Most of the time, you're just going to get a 3-star junker, all right? Most of the time, you're going to get like a BMW M4 or, or like a BMW ACS8 or something that's just kind of like, man, this isn't great. You know what I mean? The only time, I don't know, gold keys, this game loves to give you terrible pulls when you spend your keys. So I always try and wait for something really, really good. So anyways, I only spend my silver keys to try and get the Prestige Cup car. And as soon as I get one, I stop. All right, I'm waiting for a really awesome car to be available with a loyalty reward. For gold and for bronze, I just try and spend those to max cars out when there's a car that I own and it has crates available. I want to make sure it's a good car before I spend them, because you don't want to make the mistake like I did on that Ferrari. The Ferrari's fast, it runs like an 8.7, but it can't win any live races. It doesn't really beat dyno time. In my opinion, that's a lousy car. I want cars that beat live races. And that was kind of a mistake on my part to upgrade that one, but hey, I upgraded it. Anyways, I think that pretty much wraps this up. Hopefully I made this video easy for you guys to understand, and I'll catch you guys later, alright? Again, please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell that notifies you when I make new videos. Alright, catch you guys later. See ya.